love you guys so much. I wanted to share something with you. I've got the, you guys might remember I did a little video about this particular radio and how I love listening to the radio. And it's not just that, but being able to pick up weather band as well. And I'm obsessed with listening to the radio. I love listening to radio. And something like this was really cool. I could use a TF card and had a simple USB I could plug in my headphones when I'm cutting the grass or whatever, doing yard work, feeding chickens or whatever. Anyways, but I had all these different options, and it was a really good radio. It's still good. I gave this to my daughter, and she's using it now, and I'm just quickly going to show you that. And usually on camping trips, when I'm hiking and stuff, this is this is my rifle, this is my gun. Anyway, but this is what I use to hook it up in my truck. I forgot to take it off, sorry. But I usually plug this into my truck. And anyway, but you just attach this guy here. And, I would do this all the time with my little bale thongs and stuff. You just, crank her up and make sure you're not on a weather band, and then give it a tap and on your call. And then you could pick up the radio. Good song, by the way. Here we go. Let's try it one more time, trying to get a copyright. But sometimes that happens. But yeah, I used to do this all the time. So I could pick up the radio. You just hit the call button. But anyways, that's my little setup for my pocket. So I can listen to the radio while I'm working and doing stuff outside. Because I'm always doing a bunch of yard work and feeding crazy animals and cutting goat hooves and weird stuff. But anyways, but I've got something else. I've got something else. I think you guys are going to like this. I'm obsessed. I was fiddling with this thing, and it does so much stuff. Just please be patient with me. I'm going to try and cover it as fast as I can. Anyway, this is the way it comes in a box. You're going to love this for EDC, for you guys and gals that like to carry stuff. And it's not expensive. It's not expensive. You'll see these things for freaking like $200. This one is not but a quarter of that. It's like $40. And look at this thing. Look at this thing. Isn't that cool? It fits right in your hand. But a little bitty guy. And zoom in so you can see it better. I gotta take this little cover off in a minute. But there's your battery pack. Right back here, you have a lithium ion battery. Big one, kind of like the little Game Boys and stuff take. Same one, I think, is actually in this one as well. This company makes this radio, and that's how I discovered these guys. But I found this. Let me just go over some features real fast before I move into all the cool stuff this thing does. Yeah, it works. I mean, it picks up your weather band and your medium wave, short wave. Yeah, medium wave, short wave, and FM. So it's good to know those things right off the bat for anyone who's a super nerd and into that sort of thing. All right, so you've got your TF card placement back here, so I can still run my TF card. Also has Bluetooth. This one didn't have Bluetooth, and this one has Bluetooth. So you've got a Bluetooth feature. You've got a Type C connector because everything's going Type C now, and but your TF card, Bluetooth, and Type C. That's all pluses for me. And then getting over here, you've got your simple band operation. You can flip through. You can change. There's timer modes and all kinds of stuff. I just want to go through real quick before grab my little notes section over here before I get into this too much. So there's your little antenna. Over here is your tuner that would tune your stations. This is your volume, and over here's your power. You turn your power on. It does a little techno light show going on there. It'll let you know right up here at the top. There's an indicator if you're in EQ mode. You can adjust the EQ. It has anything from country, rock, rap, whatever you want to change your EQ to, you can change it. All the weird stuff that you want to do, you can change your modes just by tapping in here, and you can go into different modes. Let me see. Turn this up a little bit. So there's your radio stations. Okay. Don't want to get too far into those. It could cause a copyright. Like I said, I don't want to start busting out a bunch of songs and stuff. Because I could do a lot of different stations there. So let's just go through here. That takes you into your other bands. There's your weather. Well, that's your as you were. Let me turn this back down. Change the band. Go up here and hit your band button. Turn this up. Let's go ahead and flip. Let's find our. Pull it back down. There's your AM. I think that's medium. So if your MW, that's your medium wave. So that would be AM. So you're in AM once you do that. So it's just good to know what you're in. Tap it again. Scroll. I have to do that because that's shortwave. All right, let's take it over to weather. Shortwave. Yes, if you want to pick up shortwave, okay. For any of you that want to do that for communications, you can listen, but you can't talk. Anyway, this is your weather band. It is cool that it has shortwave though. For all of you guys out there that are wanting to pick up communications while on the road, you won't be able to talk back, but you might be able to read somebody else. Let me get this set. This is for your weather band. Change it. This is so you can flip through the.
77 degrees.
There we go. Got it.
Crossville, cloudy.
Isn't that cool? So it just takes you a few seconds to get it set. Now you can program these. You can program all these like multiple channels. You can program all these multiple channels and save them. And you can also connect with shortwave signal and but you know it's set up like a military style. Let me take this off. It's confusing me with that extra glare on it. Get that guy off there. Nice. All right. But it kind of throws you off. But you've got all these different settings here, and then over here you've got radio to by play. Let's see. That way you can switch it to Bluetooth, and then you could. That's for just your TF card. So you go. That's TF card. Over here. Listen to that. Here we go. Crank it back up. Boom.
SD card mode.
There you go. SD card mode.
Bluetooth mode.
There you go. I don't want to crank it up too loud. And then over here takes you back to the radio. And then from the radio, that takes you into the different weather bands. Let me hit that one more time. But it'll take you into that's your weather band. And then you can go into EQ. EQ, you can change it to country rock, all that stuff, like I said. And then, but all these different options. It's so much. It's so much. I love the military design that's going on here. And they also come with this freaking, this is D6000 cordage on that. That's really heavy duty. But there's a placement for that right back here. You just bring it over and give it a clip. And then you can clip that right off your backpack or something. It looks like a little boombox, isn't it, honey? It's slash radio. Comes with a charging cable, comes with a cool carry case to put it in, and one more cool feature. If you're into messing with the shortwave stuff, like I said, if you're just trying to listen in on shortwave, you can take this and attach it. You unravel this guy, and you throw it up in a tree. You attach it comes with that, isn't that cool? You attach it right on there, just like that. You can bring this down if you like, because you don't want to mess your antenna up. Attach it on there and throw that up in a tree. Isn't that cool? when you're out camping and stuff, and you're like, dude, I got to get a better signal. You could use that for the radio. You can tell the difference almost automatically when you attach it. See that? A lot of that extra static goes away. See it? Hear it? Now connect. See? Just like that. Pretty neat, huh? Anyways, that's really all there is to it. There's to kill it over, just turn your power off. But it's such a small device. A lot of you know the difference in sizes with the Baofungs, how big those actually are with the small battery. And just in comparison, that's how big it is. So it takes up less room. Let me zoom in on that a little bit. But it takes up less room in your pack. So it makes life a little bit easier if you're trying to carry a lot of gear with you. I just want to show it. I got to bring it up closer so you can see. It's pretty neat to see how small it is. But in comparison to a little Baofeng, that's how big it is. But that's pretty neat. It comes in like this OD green color. There's other companies out there. I'll put the link to this below. But there's other companies out there that sell the like coyote tan and all the other crazy colors. It's got the little military markings back there. It's pretty neat. But there's other companies out there selling these things for like $150, $125, $200. It's nuts. They don't cost that much. This company here sells it for it's $40 and or maybe 45, somewhere around in there. But I would definitely hit them up. I'm going to put the link to this below for you cats out there that want something like this. This is the stuff that I'm into. And when I'm walking around and I'm chilling and freaking feeding animals and stuff, like I said, I'm always outside. I try to keep myself tuned in, listening to radio and music or just some sort of talk radio or something. I plug this in or I hook up my Bluetooth. And from my Bluetooth, I can play some of my jams or whatever that come on one of the stations, like say Pandora or your Spotify or something like that. You can run them through, or your pre-programmed stuff, which would be this TF card in the back. But yeah, isn't that cool? There's so many options here, and you can listen in on people. That's pretty cool. All right, God bless you guys. Take care. Hope you guys enjoyed it.